I'm Jay Kinder, co-founder of the National Association of Expert Advisors. The new American dream is maximizing your home's value in the home selling process by hiring a certified expert advisor. Real estate has been one of the greatest assets that you could ever own. And if you look at the top 90% of Americans' wealth today, it comes from real estate. So real estate is always going to be a great investment. But the old American dream, when you went to sell your real estate and you wanted to maybe buy something else or move up to a larger home or whatever the case may be, when you went to sell your home, all you had to do was call your friend from church, maybe your friend down the street that's a real estate agent, and you put a sign, bang a sign in the yard, and that home would sell. You put it on the market at whatever price you decide you came up with, and that home's probably going to sell and you're not going to have any problems. Well, unfortunately, that's been a major shift we've seen in the American dream, and in today's market, it's a little bit different. You may have foreclosures that are on the market and short sales that are affecting your ability to really maximize your wealth and your asset that you have in your real estate. So it's something that's been a great investment for a long period of time, but there are some changes that have happened and really have made it something that's much more of a challenge in terms of extracting your equity and keeping your wealth when you go to sell that piece of real estate or your home. The American dream has now become the American nightmare. I want to give you some interesting statistics that I find fascinating and also very troublesome at the same time. When it comes to the average real estate agent, the number of homes that they sell in a year is only 7. So when it comes to the experience of the person that's giving you the advice on typically the largest asset that you may own and typically the largest part or percentage of your net worth, they only have the experience of selling a home every other month. So if that was your stockbroker and you were making trades, that's like having someone that's only made a handful of trades that is you'd be putting your equity or your money or your investment in the hands of. So that's something that's very concerning to me, that the average real estate agent is only selling 7 homes a year. Another interesting fact is that the average real estate agent only invests about a couple of $100s a month into their business. So when it comes to all of the processes and all of the exposure that you need in marketing to sell your home, there's only a little bit of money being invested into that process. Ultimately, that could be something that makes a huge difference in whether your home actually gets an offer or you even attract an offer at all. And one of the major statistics that I find troubling is that they're only successful 50% of the time. Meaning, if you put your home on the market, you have no better odds of selling that home than flipping a coin. And that is something that in today's market, if you're in a position where you need to sell or you would like to sell for whatever the reason may be, it's important that you understand only 50% of the homes that are going on the market today are even able to sell. So how can you maximize that opportunity when the average real estate agent is only selling 50% of that time? Another statistic that I find fascinating, only the original list price to the actual sales price across the country is only 89%. Now on the average home sale, that could be a difference of $18,000 to $20,000 out of the home seller's pocket just in the negotiation process from the time that you put the home on the market, and typically the badgering of price reduction after price reduction from your real estate agent to get you to lower that price, or your motivation as it goes up during that process, and ultimately you're selling your home for tens of thousands of dollars less than that original asking price. So the American dream has become an American nightmare. It's something that where one of our largest assets in this country that we hold as Americans has been literally taken away from us through the process and the process of selling that home and who we really are getting our advice from. The new American dream is about an entirely different process, an entirely different way of looking at who you're going to get your advice from when it comes to selling your home in today's market. And I'm proud to be one of the co-founders of the National Association of Expert Advisors. Something that we feel strongly about is the advice and the specialized knowledge that we have in order to be able to give you the best possible advice in your current situation, to not have to go through all these challenges and ultimately that huge gap in how much money you may potentially lose in your home sale. Hopefully we can help you make that up in this process. Here's what we found. The price of your home is elastic to the variables involved in the home selling process. Your home can either sell at the top of the market, the middle of the market, or the bottom of the market, and there's over 80 different variables that we've identified in the process of selling your home that we can either proactively manage to help you to sell your home for the most amount of money, or if we don't manage them properly, ultimately it can mean your home selling for less money. So what we have is a proven, repeatable system backed by market research to show you how to sell your home for up to 18% more than the methods of traditional real estate agents. Basically, there are 7 laws that we've identified that you must obey in order to sell your home in today's market. The first law is the law of expert advice, and when it comes down to the person that you're going to be using to negotiate the largest asset that you own, you want to make sure that you're working with a certified expert advisor, someone who has the training and knowledge and the specialized knowledge and experience in giving advice to homeowners in today's market. The second law is the law of differentiation. When it comes to putting your home on the market in a sea of other homes that are available, what can you do to differentiate your home? How could it be staged more properly? The home inspection process ahead of time to eliminate any things that are going to attract low offers, because we all know that we want to attract high offers in the process of putting your home on the market. But what are we going to do to differentiate, to create a defining gap between your home and the other homes that are on the market prior to marketing it? Which brings us to the third law, the law of exposure. The law of exposure is all about marketing. It's about the proven systems in today's market. Where can we put your home? The photography, how important it is for it to be in certain places, and how much exposure we're able to achieve by doing so. It's not about putting your home in the newspaper or just banging a sign in the yard. Today it's about knowing where the buyers are shopping, knowing where those buyers are looking, and optimizing the marketing budget that we have and the plan that we have, and investing our dollars into the process of selling your home. The fourth law is the law of buyer attraction. The real estate advisor that you're working with today needs to have proven systems for attracting buyers to work with them. If you don't have buyers that are calling you every day, then what is the system they're going to use to be able to match up these buyers with your property? The fifth law is the law of cooperation. One of the things that we know is that statistically, over 60% of home sales come from another agent or another company. So what are we going to do strategically to be able to position your home in front of these agents who are already working with buyers? That way you're getting the maximum amount of exposure to your home from other agents from other companies as well. The sixth law is the law of negotiation. 90% of your negotiating power is lost once you have the offer. So what are we going to do to preemptively attract the highest possible offers in the negotiation process? And what can we do once the platform that we use to negotiate? When it comes down to selling homes, if we're only selling a handful of homes a year, how likely is it that the advice I'm going to give you is going to be in your best interest? They have to have a platform that's proven to be able to help sell your home for the most amount of money. And negotiation is a big part of the equity that you typically could lose in the process. The seventh law is the law of execution. When it comes down to the 80 different variables involved in all of this process to sell your home, it's very difficult for one person to be able to do each one of these and do them well. Ultimately, if we have a good system for executing all of these variables and manage them throughout the sales process, we can show you how to sell that home for up to 18% more money than the traditional methods of a real estate agent. So if you proactively manage the over 80 different variables involved in the home selling process and obey these 7 laws, you can achieve the American dream in real estate today.